This is the Teenage Engineering PO20 Arcade. This thing's pretty funny. We got all these different sounds, 16 different sounds. Some of them can be changed how they sound depending on certain parameters and things. If you're familiar with other pocket operators, this one will be a little funny to you. Things are a little different. Let's select a pattern first. I'm going to go to pattern 1, hold pattern, select 1. I'm going to listen to this whole pattern. Let's go ahead and erase it. The erase pattern function on this pocket operator is totally different than like the KO. What we're going to do is we're going to hold chord right here, and then we're going to do pattern, hold pattern, and then push whatever pattern you want to delete. And now it's gone. As you can see, the sequence is going, and there's nothing playing. So let's make a little sequence. Start with some drum sounds. Now the way that you write a sequence on this is also a little different. Hold sound, and then select the sound that we wanted, which is this one. We can still touch anything else, but the pocket operator knows that this is the one I'm trying to mess with because I held down sound and then pushed 2, or whatever I wanted. But let's go back to 2. I'm gonna push right, just push right. This nice little square circle, squircle, is gonna be there, just like on the KO, but it's down here instead of up here. We see this, we know that we're writing. Let's put one on the 1 and the 9. Cool. Got this little bass thing going. Alright. I'm still in edit mode, so if I push anything else, it'll just plop it on down. I don't want that though. Let's pause it, turn right off, and then I'm gonna find a different. Okay, this is kind of snary. You saw I just did that. I held sound and then did a different one. Everything is gone now because we've selected a different sound. So let's push right, and let's push 5 and 13. So it'll come at this part of the sequence. Yeah, got a little kick snare thing going. All right, cool. Ooh. We can also write in notes on the fly, just like with the KO or any other pocket operators. That's my preferred way of doing it because I'm super impatient. So I'm gonna hold right and cool. We've got this bass tone. Now, if you notice, the note changed, but I only pushed one thing down. And that's really great because that's one of the things that sets this pocket operator apart from all the other ones is this button right here, this chord button. So what we do to change that tone, because the note changed, the tone didn't change. We're going to hold chord and look at this. See, that's changing brightness. This is the chord that's selected. Each one of these, when you hold chord, these are all different chords. There's the layout in the instruction manual, which you can see has all the chords, but they're all good. It's all like A minor-y, D minor-y kind of stuff, and major too. But so it's pretty flexible. You can't dial in any chord that you want. So if you want to put in a E flat 11, flat 13, sharp 9, whatever, you just can't do that on this one. You've got a few chords to choose from. So. And that's not all the chord functionality. I'll get to that later. It gets even cooler. Let's hold chord and select different chords. Now it's like chaining these chords together like a pattern, but I'm still on the same pattern. I'm still on just pattern 1. It's a little blinky right there. Look at the snuffles. And this goes for any of the other melodic things as well. So let's do. Select the sound and maybe automate the chords a little bit. Now I've got these two different tones because I held right. This knob, parameter A, will affect the note. It says here A1, B1, C1, D1, E, F, G, A2. So now we're going up a scale all the way to A3. And what I did was I played it, then I held right down and just turned the knob on the specific one that it was being played over. So this tone is happening 3 times in my pattern right now because I've got it selected and it's showing that it's going to play on 7, 9, and 16. So what I've done is if I automate different notes at this point, or this point, or this point, they will change notes and you can get this kind of melodic thing going. Like that. Okay, so this thing can play chords, actually, too, and that's when everything gets really fun. So, what we're going to do, in order to activate the chords, hold play, or sorry, push play, hold chord, and then dial in parameter A. Yes. Chords. You can also add in a sidechain effect by holding chord and then dialing in B. B is going to be the sidechain pump effect, so let's see what that's going to sound like. Get this kind of cool housey thing going on. The chords that you hear are going to be the chords that you selected from here. And each one of these is a different chord. So if you chain 1, 2, 3, 4, it's going to just go through this cycle. And you don't have to know like what a chord is or what it sounds like or whatever. Just cycle through them. And it'll just sound pretty nice, you know? You can also just do those two. You can get fun with it. Yeah, you can chain them together just like you would patterns. It's the same exact kind of idea. And also, every time you start and stop the sequence, the chords will turn off and you'll have to dial them back in. This thing has really cool effects on it too. Let's check them out. And it says fade right here. That kind of confused me at first, but these effects right here will all fade in and out when you touch them. And unlike other pocket operators, they are not momentary effects. They carry. They hold their. They just keep going. Watch, I'll show you. Playing, holding effects. I push 5. Look at that, it just stays. I can even take my finger off effects and it'll just keep on going. 6 is like that too. Kind of weaves in and out like that. This one's a high pass filter. This one's a quicker high pass filter. However, these 5 and 7, so it's like ducked down there, right? It rises up. It like the filter sweeps, and it takes about 4 run-throughs before it's like really coming back, or maybe 16 run-throughs or 8 run-throughs. But you can hear it. It's coming back, right? Different effect. Oh, you could apply different effects over this filter sweep as well, which I think is amazing. Turn it off, just push it again. This is a little stuttery one. This one's a little momentary. Some of these effects only hold for like half a pattern, or maybe even the full pattern. There's another one. This is a stutter effect. FX16 is really awesome. It's this little funny arpeggio effect. If you, it'll arpeggiate whatever chord you're currently on. So let's just go and play it. FX. Oop. Yeah, there we go. And it'll just do this fun little arpeggio thing until the end of the sequence. And you can start it halfway through the sequence and it'll only do half the sequence. But if you start at the beginning, it'll go through the whole way. And it's really awesome. It's really cool. So let's dial in some chords real quick. Let's add in the chords. Yeah, here we go. Effects. Yeah. Alright. So let's check out some of the other patterns, some of the more exciting ones. This one's pretty exciting. If you want to dial in some swing, hold BPM and then adjust this knob. I'm not so crazy about swing though. I usually have it off. How about this one? This one's pretty exciting. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Bring it back in. Oh! Some of these effects will just kind of mute whatever melody or harmony is going on. Just super duper useful. This one left the bass note in. And this one just took everything out. And this one took like the kick out, it seems, and kept the chords in. And this one, I'm not really sure. They become, oh, it's like this kind of echoey melodic thing that's going on. Some melodic effect, I think. Pattern 8. Okay, so I removed all those other notes. Bring it back. Bring it back. Yeah. There's a few other hidden goodies on this thing, but that's a basic rundown to get you started and going. Oh, I like that one. I'm gonna play with this a little more. Make sure this is selected. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Underground. You can hear it slowly fading. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, this thing is really great. This is a really fun pocket operator. I really recommend this one. It's $60. It's really hard to go wrong. These little things are just so much fun to play. They're just so much fun. PO20 Arcade. Pick it up, check it out, skip it out. Bye.